So Jossy joins us now this morning, as you can see. So how did you find out then? Because you'd entered, you'd been picked for the final, and then they said, oh no.
Well, what happened was I applied for the pageant. I told them from the beginning that I was transgender. It was the first thing that I'd put on the application. I got selected to be a finalist, which I was really, really pleased at. I messaged them just before I went to pay my deposit, you know, and I said to them, you know, thank you so much, you know, having a transgender person in, it's going to be really good for your organisation, you know, you're moving forward with things. But then I got an email back saying that they'd overlooked the fact that I was transgender and that I was no longer eligible to compete because I wasn't born female. So my answer to that is I can't help how I was born.
No, you can't. And equally, you had been very upfront and you put it down in your form and you'd been accepted. So it was a clerical error, isn't it? They hadn't really paid that much attention or noticed. How did you feel, though, when they told you that, Jossy?
Disappointed. I was very disappointed, let down. That's how I felt. I just thought it was a shame for them as well, because I do think that they are a good organisation. They do raise a lot of money for charity. But I did personally feel very let down by them.
So what do you think they're worried about then? Why are they worried about having a transgender? What's their concern and fear about it?
What they're saying is it's the rules. And the rules are coming from the international pageant, because it's an international pageant, so their rules come from America.
Yeah, the statement they've given us is the organisers, Miss Galaxy pageants, say that their rules are in line with other major pageants, such as Miss World, Miss Earth, Miss International. That said, it's something that we want to make positive for everyone involved. Consequently, this matter we have raised with the CEO of Galaxy Pageants. So it's clearly something that's never come up before, and they now want to address and try and find a way around it. But it seems like it could have been a great opportunity for them to say, there's no reason why you couldn't come in. We perfectly are willing to accept you in before we realised that you were transgender.
Well, totally.
Do you think they're worried about other contestants saying, hang on, it's not fair? I mean, what kind of support have you had from other people entering? Do they mind, if you like?
My answer to that is I think if other contestants had a problem with a transgender person, that's their ignorance, and should they really be in a pageant?
Had you met any other
No,
contestants?
not in this pageant.
So it never got to the point where you met them? Have you tried other pageants before?
Yes, last year I was in the Miss Transgender pageant. It was the first time in this country that there was a pageant for transgender people. My reason for doing the Miss Transgender pageant was because, you know, as a transgender woman, we are marginalised. We're not allowed into the mainstream pageant. So that was my sort of...
Your starting
It was a step
point.
in... It was, yeah, it was like my little step. Well, still had to win the door.
Well, look, I mean, let's hope that when they sit down, they try and come to a conclusion which will allow you to enter into a pageant in future.
Hopefully. Like, I just think the thing is, the rule's just there, and it's never really been questioned. It's never been challenged. In the rule states, you must be born female. So, you know, the way you look at it, a transgender man could enter because he was born female. So the rule just needs changing. There's other rules in the pageant that do need addressed as well. Like, you can be married, but it's only to a man. It's just not. It's just not.
You need to update the
Yeah, it's just not in line with the modern world. That's all.
Well, good luck.
Yes.
Thank
Jossy,
you.
lovely to meet you this morning. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.